that inclusiveness is the essence of governance in a democracy, which is further buttressed by the provisions of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, which categorically states in Section 15, subsections 3A and 4, that for the purpose of promoting national integration, it shall be the duty of the state to provide adequate facilities for and encourage free mobility of people, goods, and services throughout the Federation. That states shall foster a feeling of belonging and of involvement among the various people of the Federation to the end that loyalties to the nation shall override sectional loyalties. The Senate notes that the eastern narrow rail lines of the Nigerian railways, originating from Port Harcourt, going through the southeast to the northern parts of Nigeria, particularly to the northeast, are now in a deplorable condition, notwithstanding the federal government's rekindled determination to resuscitate the nation's rail transport system. The Senate notes further that presently the eastern rail lines are not in use, and trains no longer ply these routes in moving people and goods in and out of the old eastern region, leading to decline in economic activities. The Senate observes that the deplorable condition of the eastern rail lines of the Nigerian railways has increased the cost of transportation, commodities, and job creation in Nigeria, bearing in mind that modern rail transport system is one of the fastest, safest, and the easiest means of transporting people and commodities from one destination to another, as well as offering employment to many of the citizens of the country. The Senate further observes that in the past, livestock and other farm produce were transported easily from the northern parts of Nigeria to the eastern parts by train. With the closure of the eastern rail lines now, the cost of transporting people, goods, and services by road has risen astronomically. Worried that in the process of developing a modern rail transport system that will enhance economic growth and development of Nigeria, the federal government's current railways modernization project has included the eastern rail lines. Further worried by the non-inclusion of the eastern rail lines, which connects the eastern parts of the country to the northern parts of the country in the 2018 budget proposal and recent approved $6.8 billion foreign loan dedicated to this program. Convinced that the people of the southeast and south-south of Nigeria will continue to feel neglected if the eastern rail lines, outdated narrow gauge rails, are not converted to standard gauge rails. Further convinced that the Senate's intervention in reviving the eastern railways will foster sustainable socio-economic relationship with the people of the southeast, south-south, and other parts of Nigeria, and promote national integration, ultimately boost the Nigerian economy and give a sense of belonging to users of the eastern rail lines. The Senate accordingly resolves to call on the federal government to restore services on the eastern rail lines, which is currently out of use. 2, the Senate resolves to call on the federal government to include the eastern rail lines in its ongoing railway standardization program and reflect same in 2018 appropriation bill for implementation, and urge the federal government to include the eastern rail lines of the Nigerian railways as one of the beneficiaries of the $6.8 billion loan approved towards the standardization and modernization of the Nigerian railways. Finally, I call on my distinguished colleagues and this distinguished Senate to support this motion for equity and fairness. I so move, Mr. President.